Zev, what do you have for me today?
What do I have for you today? I have Baromagnes!
Baromagnes!
I know, like I was joking about it, like on that post on Twitter, it was like, oh, Baromagnes, oh no! But like, this deck is legitimately fun. I did play it today.
Yeah, I lost to it today.
Realistically, but I got sacked my other games, so I was like, whatever. Technically, I went 2-2 quotations, but like, that's it. But like, legitimately, this deck is fun. Like, like as a fun deck for sure. But like, so what helps a lot is that he is basically the same as he was with his original. But he gets one additional skill, which is like, you have a 20 more and you have to guard with 3 cards from your hand. So that shit's kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah.
If you can make it there. Like, if you can make it there, I think first turn, somehow, it's very possible. But like, so far, I've only reached 15 on the first. Like,
right.
15, like, very little.
Also, if the game goes long enough for you to hit 20, you're probably winning the game.
Yeah. So. But anyways, the ride line, it's the same starter, surprisingly, but you can run any starter you want. Baromagnes gets 2 new ride line cards, which is really fucking cool. I know I'm using words a lot, but I don't mean to. But like, so basically they both, on ride, you soul charge 2, which is really cool. Like, I'm not a fan of the soul charge 2 plus 5. Okay, whatever. But like, I mean, that still makes you like a 15 on a Vanguard, and then you put a booster, so that's a 23. So your opponent has to like,
yeah.
Even
if they don't have a booster, if they have guard with the trigger, it's still matching.
Still one to pass.
Yeah.
It's one to pass, or if you put it like if they go, if they're grade 1s, whatever.
It becomes really annoying. It incentivizes you to take their Vanguard swing.
This card is so much better than the original one that they had for Baromagnes.
Absolutely.
Like, so what do you mean I can soul charge to you and then call something from my soul? Like, you have so many good options. If you can soul charge them, of course. But like, this card's so good. Baromagnes is still basically the same. Like I said, he just gets 1 extra skill. So. Continuous. If you have a Baromagnes in the soul, he gets +5 for each one. So we have, you soul charge them. Oh no. However, he's like 18, 23, 28 is the max he can go by himself, and that's pretty good. He does lose his +10 on his first skill, but you get to draw a card and get +1 crit if you have 10. Which is so easy to do now. Second effect is, instead of both of us having to put everything into the soul, you can now choose cards. So obviously you want to take your opponent's board and wipe it. Well, he just he doesn't, which is really cool. Like so you can have like good boosters in the back and then like leave them there. So like, say you have 2 Swirlers back there and they're like charge up to hell, like, +20, +30, and then you're just like swing with the other rear guards, like 15, or 25, 25. Put these in so-called other ones. Big number swing. It's really cool. And then he has that guard restrict at the 20+. So this deck's like
competent.
On paper, it sounds very competent. But like, it really depends on how you soul charge, how you pace yourself.
Yeah.
But like, I think the trigger lineup also matters too. But so you run 3, obviously.
Yeah, just for +5s on Barrow.
which is different from like how you used to originally play Barrow, where it's just like you run 1, like or 1 or none at all. Like some people used to just play no Persona Right because he just gives himself +10. But now like it kind of matters.
Yeah.
But there's that, and then you got this card. This card's pretty cool. So you on placement. Well, this is one placement, right? I barely got to use it, but like, if a grade 3 or greater card with Baromagnes, you soul charge 1, and then like you can counterblast 1. Put as many cards from your soul back into the deck, shuffle the deck, and it gets +5 for every card put back. So on your push turn, like this card's just insane.
Yeah.
And then it prevents you from decking out.
Yeah, if you overextend and you're just like trying to get soul charges for like Brainspool to hit numbers, this can help facilitate you not dying.
Yeah. I had this at 3 earlier, which is, so I don't know what So, which is
Your
really
deck is
weird.
evaporating.
But like, I have 2 of these. This card's
33, 41, 50.
cool. Quotations. Like, it lets you soul charge 3 for a counterblast 1, and then gives your front row +5. I like it because you soul charge, but at the same time, I feel like you could probably just cut it. I think, but I'm a main Barrow player, so I don't know.
You can also play Pandemonium Tactics if you want the other soul charge, but the +5 to front row is probably better.
Yeah, it matters a lot. But like this card's still very useful. Grade 2s. I love this card, but I never open up with it, which is really weird. Like, so on placement, you can reveal a Baromagnes in your ride line, or if you have one on your Vanguard, you can take a normal unit from your drop zone and put into the soul, which is really cool. And then if she's put into the and if your Baromagnes that Vanguard is on the Vanguard, she gets +5.
Very nice.
So she's a 15k attacker, and then her second ability is you can when she's put into the soul through Baromagnes effect, you draw a card, which would be very helpful if I could see her. Like if I could see her, I might bump her up to 4, like
Just to see it one.
yeah, because like this again, this card's cool, but I could just cut this for a body.
Right.
But who knows? Or like maybe a Regalius piece. Like these could be replaced, but like these maybe bump her to 4. Like I like her a lot. This guy's an old card. I might want to bump him up as well to 3. But like he's so important. Like if you soul charge important cards, you can just grab them and then soul charge 1, and then but that's if you have 7. If you have 13 cards in soul, he just gives front row +5. So he's just there to make front row bigger. This card is insane. Like I love this card.
Yeah.
This guy's good.
Really
Like
wild.
a 25k attacker if you have 15 cards in soul, or if you soul charge at least 3 times, is insane. At the same time, if you put 2 normal units on the bottom in your drop zone, and then he lets you soul charge 2.
Yeah.
So your PGs are in the drop zone. That's cool. Let's put them back, and then hope we don't soul charge them. But yeah, this card's good. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to her. This is probably why I don't have the 3rd one.
Right.
But so from set 1, on hit soul charge 1, and then her second ability, if you have 10 or more in soul, you can just put at the end for battle, put in soul countercharge. Countercharge is so important for this deck, so you just need it.
Yeah, it's just another card that makes you go +2 in soul. Also,
Basically,
it's a lot of +2 soul cards.
grade 1s, PGs.
When I ride my Vanguard, my
Whoa.
my opponent.
I want to run Elementaria, but at the same time, like with that grade 2, with Homeboy over here, I would rather just like keep returning my PGs.
Right.
But yeah, I'll just run 4 regular. 3 ponies, because you soul charge it or put it in the soul because of that other grade 2 girl. And then remove it from soul charge. So he's basically the dimension creeper of D. But I guess cuter because I don't want a bunch of slime soul charging for me. You run this Direful Doll because she's like an 18k booster.
Yeah, this card's crazy.
Which is insane. Or an attacker, honestly. Like, whatever you want, homeboy. And then her other ability is Counterblast 1. Every time you soul charge something, it's +1. So you soul charge like more cards.
Yeah.
And then so you want to turbo into like 15 or 20.
Yeah. So all your soul charge 2s become soul charge 3s.
Yeah.
All your soul charge 1s become plus charge 2. Yeah, it stacks pretty quickly.
Yeah. And then Swirler. Did you expect that? Actually, Swirler goes crazy.
Swirler jump scare, dude.
Yeah, dude. Because like you soul charge so much, so I love like putting Swirler down and then soul charge, and like this guy's like, yeah, this guy's a casual +30.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wild card.
Yeah, so 38. He can swing 43 or whatever. If you can soul charge that much. But like if you have him early, like whenever you ride your grade 3, seeing 2 soul charges, or he puts him at 18, and then like it just goes from there. So that's pretty insane. in the membrane.
What?
Triggers.
There have been times in
Purple. No, I'm just kidding. This is Dark States one.
The win more card.
One more card. Like you can also argue to run blue. I think blue's also better for this situation because like you grab something from the drop zone, and then like that'd just be better.
Yeah, red's also not terrible. Yellow's also not terrible.
Yeah, honestly, you can run any over trigger and it just works out for the deck.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, red would kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
Did you kind
Hit your
of
fifth attack.
kick someone's butt playing Dark States over trigger today?
Yeah,
You hit it on the
a little
first. Oh, yeah.
bit. Yeah. It goes pretty hard.
Yeah. 4 heals. Wow. Doesn't matter. Honestly, why even run heals when you can just run crits and then 3 draws because you want to just dig through your deck
Yeah.
because it's funny.
You have a hand size problem also.
Yeah, that's also true. The hand size problem is awful because I can't tell you how many times I've sat there and I stare at my opponent like, I got 1 card and 4 damage.
Surely I won't die.
Surely they won't hit a crit. Flips crit. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just lose. But overall, like this deck is hilarious. I like to keep it around and play it some more. But overall, like it's not a bad deck. It's fun, and then if you want to, I think for Constructed Cup it would be really funny.
It is, yeah.
I mean that's what you're gonna play like next week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think I'll just play. Fuck, what do I even want to play next week? I don't want to play Alden. But closing.
Solid Dark Stage option. For your Constructed Cups.
No, I don't want to play this for Constructed Cup. If I did terrible today, I don't think I'll do that.
I don't have triple dark seas.
But no, this deck is cool. This deck isn't like terrible. I know people give it shit. I give it shit because I like the deck, but you know.
Yeah, it's better than you think it is.
Yeah. I also think it's how you play it. I think if you like kind of like go hard like early game rush, because I realized that in my round 3 against Varga, I was like, I pushed them to 4 early because I was just like, I don't want to deal with this big, and then like having like going first. I think going first is so optimal as well because like you get the big numbers early and your opponents still have grade 2, so it's kind of rough for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's Baromagnes. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Ego show.